patient. Naming no names.
I don't know what she's on about.
I was getting the angle of the camera right, and I'm only like 2 minutes late.
Don't get that on my channel.
Yeah, right. Well, when you don't even turn up at all.
Exactly, see?
Yeah. Sorry about Saturday night. Mr. P wasn't very well at all.
No.
He were a little bit poorly.
Poorly bunny.
Yes, it was a poorly bunny on Saturday night. So
Yeah.
got to wait for ad first. Oh, dear. We've got Keith here. We've got Karate Joe.
I do all.
So I'm waiting on ad on my own live stream. So yes, if you were wondering where Chris was on Saturday night, he wasn't a well person. Let's just say. So it weren't very well at all. So much so that he bought 4 cans of beer and never even touched them. So that's how poorly he was Saturday night.
We just started them there.
Well,
second one.
Yeah. He sort of put in the group that I'd set it all up for him. I'd done him a thumbnail. I'd sort of, scheduled it and everything. But as the day progressed, he had tummy problems, so it weren't very well at all.
No.
So he put it off as long as he could, because he thought he might feel a bit better, but no. Hi, Michelle, how are you? He had the whiskey ready. Yeah, same as I say, Callum. Hi, Thomas, how are you? It was birthday yesterday, actually, but yeah, he went down to Asda. He got 4 cans, and he's just started them tonight. So yeah, I mean that Chris Keith. I mean, he must be badly if he hadn't touched beer in the fridge. So yeah, so I thought, well, I'll apologise. We said we were going to do. Well, we were going to go live last night, and then I says to him, I says, well, you don't have to. I said, if you're not feeling 100%. So I left the decision up to him, and he said, nah. I says, hi, Steve, how are you?
Steve-o.
Yeah. He says, I didn't realise it was your birthday yesterday. Well, happy birthday from me, and thank you. And yeah, if you did Mr. Pig's bake a cake for a change? No, I baked it actually.
I offered to buy it.
Yeah, he offered to buy it. I mean, it's like trying to teach grandma how to suck eggs. I mean, buying me a birthday cake. So I said to him, "Now I can bake one for half at price." So I made my own, and I want to trust Chris or Callum to, to bake it. So I thought, well, if you want a good job doing, you may as well do it yourself. So yeah, I did make my own. He did offer to buy me one, and I says no. I says, I mean, even smaller ones are £6, £7, £8, and I says I can make one. The one I made were like a big tray baked Smarties one. I can make it for half at price. You can bake it out the packet. So yeah, so I made my own. So, but I don't mind. It's like, I'm not letting buy me flowers because I know they're a waste of money. So, he asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I said 2 things that I need is a new hand mixer. So I bought me that, and I was desperate for a pair of slippers, so I bought me slippers as well. So I had.
Callum bought you slippers.
Oh yeah, Callum bought me the slippers. Well, Chris bought them, but they were from Callum. So yeah, so he'd asked me what I wanted, I says, don't go buying me flowers or anything like that, because I'm a person that thinks flowers are a waste of money. He did want to get me a birthday cake, but I said no. And I said I'd fall out with him if he went and bought me one. So, you know, he don't want to fall out with me. So, but yeah, you know, I everybody that knows me knows that if I don't mind baking a cake myself, at least I know what's gone into it, don't I?
That's it.
So yeah, so same as I say, I just made a chocolate tray bake. It's in my vlogs. I've done it before. It were a chocolate Smarties cake. Not necessarily karate, because I told him I begrudge paying for something that in a few days' time is going to die. You know, and flowers is not exactly cheap nowadays. So I often tell people, man, oh dear. I'm just laughing about the present that his mum bought me. Talking of flowers, that it's like a plant pot, and it's got daffodil bulbs in, and like you're supposed to plant them yourself. So so yeah, it is. I'll just move the thing for you so I can. I mean, it's really, oh sugar, that's my cane's gone over. It's a really thoughtful gift, but there you go. That's the present his mum bought me, and like some bath bomb things as well. So that's it. And there's a picture on top what shows you. It says growing instructions. Open the bag of compost and empty half of the contents into the planter. Keep remainder to cover bulbs. Place each bulb with pointed end facing upwards. We can't really go wrong there, can you? Evenly onto the compost and cover with excess compost. Water well and move to a cool location. Do not overwater. Spring flowering bulbs must be planted and kept in a cool place below 10 degrees centigrade for 10 to 12 weeks. After cooling period, the planter can be moved to a warmer location and good sunlight. Daffodils should begin to appear 2 to 4 weeks after being brought into a warmer environment. Water little and often. Do not let compost dry out at any point. There you go. So yeah, so I've got some daffodil bulbs to plant. So so there you go. So that's one of my presents, and other ones down here somewhere. They're like ones they made of just all organic stuff. There's no one's a bath bomb and one's like you crush up and it's like a bubble bath, but it's all natural stuff, you know. So yeah, they were the presents that his mum bought me. So yeah, I mean, we had a quiet day. Chris went out with a drone. He only wanted to go local, so he got up early. He was supposed to be meeting another fella, but other fella didn't turn up, so he was sort of gone and come back by the time I got out of bed yesterday. So it's chicking it down. It smelled chicken.
Oh, no.
So yeah, so we had a quiet a quiet day, just the three of us, you know, then that's all you need. You know, your family around you. So, yeah, he sort of got out to the location and it started to rain. So he says, I did a bit with, I sort of got up, I only used about half a battery, he says, and then rest I did with Osmo Pocket, he says, and then I turned around and come home, and says, and as soon as I turned around and come back home, he says, it stopped raining. So yeah. So yeah, it were out and back before I even got up. So liked Chris live stream. Oh yeah, and he said I was snoozing on the sofa, and I weren't.
Well, you were.
I woke up before you even went out this morning.
I thought you went back snoozing.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah. And the cheeky beggar took a picture on me snoozing on the sofa. But yeah, the cheeky beggar took a picture on me. One, I've been in a lot of pain, and that's why I've got my canes here, because I can't sort of stand up because it's my left knee again. Gave me some jip.
I have to go and drop off and get to your biscuits.
And my shoulder's been hurting me as well. So the reason why I nodded off this morning is because I'd only had toast for my breakfast. Yeah, I know he has. That's if you read comments, Keith, I says, right, I says, I'm going to kill you when you get back. You know, because I'd somebody say, I got up this morning, my knee keeps giving weight, I can hardly put weight on it, and my shoulder hurting me, so I took some pain tablets, and sort of, if I hadn't had a deal to eat, they do make me sleepy. So I mean, we're up early because Callum were at college early, so and Callum had a bit of, well, not a catastrophe, but he had to go see the nurse today. He had a panic attack while he was at college, and he went to see they took him to see the nurse, because when he starts getting these panic attacks, like his face goes, all colour drains out his face, his lips go white and everything, and they were quite concerned about him, so they took him to the nurse, and she gave him a bar of chocolate because I think she thought that his blood sugars had dropped. Hi, Angel, how are you? So yes, he, you know, they must have been concerned about him because, hey, I don't know. You'll have to ask him when he comes down, Keith. You know, they must have been concerned about him because they took him to see nurse, and Callum said that she gave him a bar of chocolate. I don't know whether she thought his blood sugar had dropped or buffering.
Yeah, buffering.
So what's going off there then? I'm still live on StreamYards.
You're still live. I would still say you're still live.
Shall I refresh it?
Yeah, just refresh it. Got another bloody ad.
Sorry about that. I've just got to refresh it because it was like buffering on my end. I think it's weather.
Yeah, gotta be.
I think it's the weather. I think, yeah.
Amjad's in.
Hiya, Amjad, how are you? Yeah, I think it's weather. It goes off like this when it's because it's absolutely piddling it down here. So did you want to come up, Keith? dropped down to 6 since we're buffering. We've gone up to 7. So yeah, so I'm going to have to get him into doctors. So yeah, Callum's been sort of at college today from 9 till what time would it be? About just after 4 o'clock. Yeah. So he were absolutely cream crackered when he come in. So he's been on his feet all day. It's a long day for him on a Monday because, as I say, he starts at 9 and he's there till like 4 o'clock. But Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, he's sort of only there till just after 12 o'clock. So, and then he don't have to go at all on a Friday. So it's raining Fosters. Yeah. So yeah, I think he struggles a bit on a Monday with being such a long day. Oh, we'll say it's absolutely piddling it down here now. I'm Jad. Mind you, we've still got patio door open because it is still warm, but it's just absolutely pelting it down here. So yeah, but I mean, they weren't wrong about it being quite warm weekend. I mean, it was glorious on Saturday. Weren't too clever yesterday, but you know what I mean. It's
according to one of your emails, live.
All right. Well, have I had my email to say I'm live?
Yeah.
No.
Send me an invite then.
Oh yeah. Well, what I'll do, Keith, I'll post it. I'll post the link in. Or do you want me to email it you? I don't know whether I've got your email or not. I'll tell you what. I'll pop the link in. I'll wait till you come on, and then I'll take it off. So there's the link anyway. So we've got the 10 watching. So yeah, I've put the link in, Keith. Just click on that link. I'll keep checking that.
Yeah, don't forget to check him because there's not leaving backstage there.
No, he's not there yet.
Driving home, 20 minutes, waiting for it to put me on.
I'll never eat last of that, will I?
But you don't even put me on. Do you know?
Oh, we've got him here, look. Yeah.
Hello.
There we go.
Wish I could, that's it. I can see. You can take the link away then now. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, can hear you fine.
Good.
So,
tonight, how's Mr. Christopher? Is he all right?
He's a lot better than what he were, Keith. He must be, because he's drank beers out at fridge. What he didn't.
I've just got an annoying cat on my lap.
And what about Saturday? Are you working, you and Callum?
To the Sheffield.
Yes, he is.
Any chance of getting the extra workout? And for
it says, are you working Saturday? It says, is there any chance of getting an extra worker in?
Yeah, go on there. We'll sneak off.
So what you do? Will you be able to watch the match then?
Yes and no.
They're not supposed to be watching the match.
They've got monitors on, so I can watch it on monitor. 2-0 to Blades. You heard it here first.
Oh, you'll be lucky. You'll be lucky. 6 on the trot with one, so it'll be 7 on Saturday.
That's what they said about Everton.
Well, look at Man City. It says they've got a long way to go to catch Man City up. 16 on trot they've won, apparently.
We'll do it.
Yes. So, have you heard from Bella or Gail?
I heard from her yesterday. She's not been too clever.
Yeah, it's because she's come back up north instead of staying down south.
So yeah, so she, she messaged me and wished me happy birthday and everything, and
yeah,
so but no, like a sleep pattern and everything's not very good, and
yeah. And I can't wait for Mr. Dennis, his next film to come out that he's been filming.
I know. Did you see? What Emma had bought him?
Yeah. Did you see that photograph he put on where he's all in the green cloth?
Yeah. I thought it was like I don't know what it were. Is it one of them like green bodysuit things?
Yeah, for his green screen, yeah.
So, and Emma were telling me is Emma's son's the pin-up lad or the face of the film or something like that. And she's even got a mother involved as well.
Ooh.
Emma's involved.
Oh, brilliant then. I can't wait for it,
So yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody said
oh yeah, I looked at that. I see that. If they needed a pin-up, they should have asked me.
Yeah, but definitely. Emma's son's got youth on his side. He's only in his 20s, so you're a bit too old for it.
Yeah, but he's not. He'd make a good pin-up, Chris.
I don't know what for. He says you'd make a good pin-up, and I says I don't know what for.
Cushion.
I think you should have a go at a film like like Dennis Mates, because that's what I'd love to do. If I could get some actors and actresses or actors, because I can't gender. Can't mention gender anymore. So it said on the Piers Morgan was going on about it this morning.
Oh right. No, I can't stand him, so I don't watch him. Mm-hmm. Piers Morgan.
Yeah, on this morning, he's going on all about that they're stopping this gender now. So instead of an actress and actors, you've got to call them all actors. So, so I thought, what a load of rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to say he sparks off, and I can't stand him, to be quite honest with you. Well, just to let you know, like since I started YouTube, I mean, we're talking. I've got but I only sort of went back and did thumbnails of my baking vlogs, right?
Yeah.
And I've done about 36 altogether. So I've sort of gone back, and there were quite a few that says not able to monetize, limited ads, blah, 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 request a review. So there were about, I think, how many did I say altogether? About 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I went right back to the very beginning.
Yeah. So
as we're going back, it's not suitable or not limited or no ads, request a review. I've had 6 come back that they're able to monetize. So
just by altering the thumbnail?
No, it's because I've not checked on them until I were going back to change these thumbnails.
Yeah. You get
the live streams. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why. But because I were going back, to all my baking vlogs and putting a more up-to-date thumbnail on them, I noticed that as I were going through, but it's not my baking vlogs, Keith, it's my live streams. So why, but I've had 6 come back okay. That I've had 6 so far today saying that they're suitable for advertisements and
God, I tell you what, I'm getting quite used to this StreamYard. It's quite a good software.
The only problem we've got is you have to sign in. I mean, it's not so bad for you because once you signed in,
Yeah.
It's okay, but because me and Chris, because I set the live stream up for him on Saturday night, I had to sign out and he had to sign in.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get ready for bed now. I have college tomorrow. Please wish me luck. I get home safely from college. Oh, well, it might wait till you're back home, Amjad. You never know. So yeah. I have to sign out and Chris has to sign in. But every time I sign out and he signs in, it has to send you a 6-digit code.
Yeah.
So like when I set the live stream up this morning, I had to put a 6-digit code in, but with you only being the one that uses your laptop, I mean, it's not going to be a problem for you. But us both using this laptop, it's a bugbear having to have to keep sending you this code.
Yeah.
When you sign in. But it's same as Chris says. I mean, when we watch it, when we watch it later, it's a clear, crisp picture.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I mean, so what I tell you what, I really enjoy your thumbnails. You've got really good at doing those.
Well, you see, that's one of the reasons why I went back and I thought, well, no disrespect to Chris or anything, but like on some of the very first ones, they just your bog standard thumbnail, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought, well, now I'm getting good at these thumbnails, I'll go back and same as I did. I think I did about 32 yesterday.
Cool. Hell, you've been busy.
Yeah, I just sat there and I sort of looked on. I started watching beginning at video because a lot of hi, little bee, how are you? I used to print me recipes off, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I sort of watched beginning at video and that site, you know what I mean? I got it off that site, so I'll go to the site and download the actual it says all the space on the laptop has gone. Well, I did say to Chris, we're going to have to go through them and like, them that I've done or have been done. I said you can delete all them pictures. So yeah, it just makes it look a bit more professional, Keith.
It does, yeah. I mean, I really should start doing that on mine, but I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, I just can't get any enthusiasm for YouTube at the moment. I've been out filming for what must be 3 weeks. I will, I keep on saying I'm going to get back into doing some live streams and doing some interviews, but I don't know. I just can't be bothered. I just haven't got the energy.
But it was like when I only did that 35-minute live stream last Wednesday, not last Wednesday, Wednesday before that.
Yeah.
And there were only like 3 or 4 in, and there were only Chris talking. And I says, well, I may as well shut it down because I could talk to you anytime, you know what I mean? Rather than sitting on the live stream. So I'll shut it down after 35 minutes.
Yeah.
When I got a bit disheartened, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But Steve messaged me and he says, well, everybody's been saying lately, they've not been having people in they've not been getting many in the live streams and only sort of like certain channels, if they're going to gain something from it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. But this is it. I mean, I've been watching a lot of live streams, still watch, but I don't make a comment. I just sit in the background. And you look, the only ones that are really doing any good are the ones that showcase channels.
Yeah.
Like Pusa, the Wheel of Shout Outs, and now the Pusa Push on a Monday night.
But I mean, I looked at it this way. I mean, I haven't been in this for ages now because I looked at it this way. They have 100 and odd in, but there's no way, you know, you can come out and not have gained one.
No, I go in and I don't gain any.
Well, that's it. And I've stopped going in them. Hiya, George, how are you?
George is in, hello, lad.
Hi, George.
And George is doing well.
3K.
He's on 3K.
And he just got that out at River.
Yeah, he is doing well, isn't he?
So, yeah, you know, I mean, like, I sort of, I pop in, you know, one or two, but I don't go looking, you know, if they had me, then they had me, you know what I mean? But the thing I've got, Keith, is I'm in that same, George is part of a group, Get Noticed, Glenn's there as well.
YouTube Get Noticed.
But there's been about 4 or 5 people said that they've subbed to me, and I've had the email come through to say that they subbed me, but my numbers ain't gone up. So I don't know whether there's a glitch with the analytics or whatever on YouTube. But you know, for about a week or so, man's not moved at all. Yet Chris has.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not seeing a difference. I mean, people, you know, I've had the email to say, you know, such and such a subject. I've subbed them back, but it's not showing up in my numbers.
Yeah. Well, it's like me. I mean, my numbers ain't good. Well, I've supposed to have got 32 new subscribers in the last 28 days, but my numbers haven't gone up. They've stayed around about the same. 2,740, you know.
George says if you go to Studio Beta, it's up to date. So, I mean, same as I say, I mean, Chris says, well, go in your video manager, but I've gone on that and it's still saying, you know, I'm stuck at like 1,520, but after that group that, hiya, Jeff, how are you? You know, that group that, George is in, I've joined it, and I've had sort of quite a few saying that they've subbed me, and I've had the email to confirm that they've subbed me, but my numbers ain't gone up.
Yeah. Hello, Jeff. I see you in.
You know, I mean, I don't know. Same as I'll have to do that after live stream. I'll have to go into this Studio Beta.
Yeah. So, has Chris been teaching you any editing skills yet? Then.
No.
Chris, you let him decide. Well, she can do thumbnails now. I think you should learn her how to do editing now. Oh, Dennis is in.
Yeah, Dennis.
Hiya, Dennis.
We love you. Grandad, we know.
It is going up in 10s on the YouTube page, but goes up real time in. Oh, well, let's check, George. When I've shut the live stream down. So, but yeah, same as I say, I'm getting the notification through email that people have subbed to me, and I've subbed them back, but it's not showing any difference on my thing on, you know, on Jobbo.
Yeah. So when you and Chris in one of Dennis's films, then has he got in touch with you yet to arrange a filming? No, you know, I keep on waiting for an email because I think he keeps on saying I'm going to be in one of his movies. I don't know which one. You know, he said a real horror one. You know, so I thought, oh, what's he going to do? You know, I've got no idea.
So yeah.
Stream on Saturday night, was it? No, Friday night, wasn't it? When we had a great laugh.
Oh yeah, Friday night.
Yeah. We
after I'd shut it down, Keith, me and Chris both sat here, and he says, do you know something? He says, I've not laughed like that in a long time, and I says, me and all.
Yeah. I couldn't stop laughing. I thought it was hilarious. You know, old school in, we had Richard in, and you know, some we ain't seen him for a long time.
Well, Gary and Gail come in, and Bella come in, and Foundation Aerial, he come in and all, didn't he? Went seen him in Youngs. Was Simon in as well? Bird in the hand.
Yeah, he was in, yeah.
And I said, even like Richard said, he says, this just reminds me of that New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so the Saturday night dreams, yeah. I think we should get, that's why I was, all ready for Chris going live on Saturday night. I'd got the whiskey and dry ginger here, and I was half K-lied, and I thought, oh, good, we could make we'd make a good live stream, But it didn't happen.
I'd set Chris's all up. I'd done him a thumbnail. I'd said to him, what do you want me to call in it? It just says put pre-birthday live stream. But he'd not felt very well from sort of getting up, Keith.
Yeah.
And he kept saying, I'll leave it. I might feel a bit better later on. But as the day progressed, he was like having hot sweats and, and it just didn't feel up to it.
Yeah.
Someone's email doesn't want to get me and my dad in a movie. That's George.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. Yeah. I'd get you in a movie, George. Killer Magnetic.
Well, I wasn't going to say.
What?
Well, look what he's put. He says, I'll say it, I had a blockage. It was more than a blockage.
Oh, Chris, honestly.
Hi, Kate, how are you?
Okay.
Yeah, it was so much more than a blockage, Keith, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
It really made him feel ill.
Did he have to have the, what do you call them, up?
No, we had 3 of them powders, though.
Yeah. Well, so Sunday he was running to the loo all the time.
No, not really. It sort of started working slowly, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Hello, Kate.
But yeah, it was like how can I put it? He kept feeling like he wanted to wee all the time, and I says it's because you got a backlog that it's probably pressing on your bladder.
Yeah. Well, it's Friday. It was Friday night. It was Friday night that did it to him.
Oh dear, yeah. Well, you see, this is what he couldn't understand, Keith. He had 4 cans Friday evening.
Yeah, no, he did.
And he couldn't understand Bob and Chunks. Oh, you missed a good one Friday, Dennis. We were talking about Ann Summers and what other one? Designer vaginas and all sorts Friday night. You missed a good one there, Dennis.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm pleased you researched that, because I went back to her. When did I see her? Sunday. Went round Sunday and I told her, I says, so it's because of your age, it's tightening up. You want it tightening up.
No, it's vaginal. Put it correctly, Keith. It's vaginal rejuvenation.
Yeah. So I said,
yes, that's the right wording for it.
Yeah. So I said,
Magnetic G says, stop talking shit on the live. I didn't mention a thing. It was Chris.
So I said, swear at a 13-year-old.
Yeah. So basically, Keith come in and he was saying that this 88-year-old wanted that designer vagina, and I says, what the heck's a designer vagina?
Short back inside.
So I ended up googling it while we were on the live stream. I ended up googling a designer vagina.
Yeah,
and it says basically it's for women of a certain age that have had 1 or 2 children, and it's vaginal rejuvenation. In other words, it tightens the down there up. Hi, Johnny 5.
Johnny 5 is alive.
Yeah, so when I saw her on Sunday, I says, I found out what it means. So why do you want it doing? So she says, well, I've got to get a toy boy, haven't I?
Oh dear.
Oh.
Well, it sort of gives a new meaning to the oldest swinger in town. Let's just put it that way, Keith.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Do they use rollers when they when they have a designer vagina? I don't know exactly what they do, but so yes, I mean, you missed all this Friday night, Dennis. Yeah. Oh dear, you'd have had a right laugh. Oh dear, and then we were on about Ann Summers and sex toys and all sorts Friday night, weren't we?
Yeah,
it was a brilliant stream Friday night.
Yeah. We were just talking about, you know, getting into the sort of conversation, and guess who appeared with Keith? I think he'd been secretly watching. I don't know, but
no, I was out on it. I only came in when I came in, you know, and
yeah,
tell me what you'd been told.
I had a very nice birthday, Kate. Quiet, but you know, that's the way I wanted it. You know, and Keith's a sex toy.
I can't see the comments. Who put that in?
Yeah, George says, I told you needed to do streams at night. Funnily enough, that one on Friday night, I've had nearly 120 views on that one.
Yeah.
I asked Red Watch to come round, but she said no. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I'm going to say, normally, I don't use my walking sticks in arse, but I've had that much problem with my knee today, Keith. I'm having to use my walking sticks. But when I'm normally, you know, when I'm at home, I don't normally use them. But I'm having to get Chris to get me up off the sofa when I want to go to the toilet, and then I'm having to use my sticks. It's been terrible today.
Yeah, but that's what he's there for, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's there to help you, but he's never there because he's always out with the Osmo or the Mavic.
Yeah, well, it was like Sunday morning. He were up at what time? 4:45.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he went up. Where did you go? Redmeyer's. That's it. And he was back before I were even out of bed because it started raining. So,
So he's up at that time. He goes out, comes home. You get up, and then he goes back to bed, I presume.
No.
Oh.
You see what Dennis has put? He says, you look so different without your glasses, Keith. You look handsome, you handsome sod.
Oh, Dennis, you want me glasses here? There you are. Have me glasses, sir. I don't mind.
Yeah, Kate said the cake looked chummy. But you'd be surprised at how many folks has commented on it. And I says, I made it myself. It were a vlog that I'd done before. It were the smartest cake, except Chris stuck some candles in it. Chris says, I'm taking my glasses off then too. So I take mine off. Only problem is I'm as blind as a bat without my glasses.
Yeah, so am I. Yeah, so am I. You know, I can't see a thing. Can't see a thing with them on either.
I was gonna say I'm not too bad since I've had my new ones, but dear.
Yeah, well, I mean, these are what I only got these in May, and you know, I have a job now seeing the comments. Really, I should put it all, use the TV as a monitor like Steve, and then I could see then, you know.
Johnny says, I've taken mine off. Where's the chat? I'm like that, Johnny. If I take mine off, I can't see a damn thing. So yeah, I mean, you wouldn't believe it. Only a couple of years ago, I only wore them for watching telly and reading, but now I can't do without them.
Yeah.
But you see, Chris has got like two lots. He's got one for reading and one for, you know, like everyday use.
Yeah. So which ones does he put on when he's flying then?
Which ones do you put? Yeah, his distance ones. We see mine are varifocals.
Yeah, mine
I've like got two in one because I can't see things up close when I'm reading, but I can see telly, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I'm is it short-sighted? Well, I don't know. So, Oh, Johnny says he's close-ups okay, but in distance is blind as a bat.
Yeah, I can see distance, but close-ups, you know, I can't see a thing.
No, I'm like you, Keith. So same as I say, these are like varifocals, and that's why when we all went, Chris and Callum got theirs like, you know, less than a week, and I had to wait 2 weeks for mine because I'd got varifocals. You see.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't want to go back to normal glasses because I've got that used to varifocals.
Mm. Yeah,
so,
the only trouble is my glasses slip down, so if I lift them up, I can see now I can see the comments perfect. But as soon as I let go, they go down, and I've got to go like that to see them. Then I can see them, you know.
Well, that's it. Same as I say. I mean, up until about 2 years ago, I've only been sort of like wearing them all the time for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, and like when I was younger, I didn't wear glasses at all. But over the years, my eyesight's got worse. So
Planes at Gatwick.
Oh, that's a bugger about Thomas Cook.
Yeah, oh, terrible, isn't it? I feel sorry for those that have booked through them for weddings, you know, and things like that.
I mean, I've seen somebody that Chris used to work with, and he'd booked. We're at Egypt. He'd booked to go to.
Mm.
And October, I think he were going, but that's gone.
Yeah, yeah, and it's going to take months to get the money back.
Yeah, because somebody says, "Oh well, it don't matter, you'll get your money back," and he says, "Yeah, it could take months."
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think in future people will be holidaying in England or Scotland or Wales.
You know, the loss of 150,000 jobs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, and it's like this, Keith. If a big company like that can go bust, you know, who's going to be next?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was only talking about this morning to a friend, and it's as he said, that company went bust. Yet you look at Premier League football teams; they're all in debt, and yet they all survive. I mean, you look at Manchester United with the Glazers family; they're £1 billion in debt because that's they're borrowed and they've got that much interest to pay back, and yet they're still surviving.
Well, this is it. I mean, it's like, British Home Stores has gone. You know, all the big names like British Home Stores. Who else has gone bust?
Smiths, the news agents.
Yeah. You know, all big names is going bust. And I blame a lot of it on online shopping. I mean, you obviously can't blame like the demise of Thomas Cook on online shopping, but you know, like VHS and you know the high street names.
Yeah,
it's such a lot of people are buying online nowadays.
Well, nearly everybody is, aren't they?
Well, that's it.
You know, online shopping. You know, well, things are so cheaper, aren't they? That much cheaper.
This is it. I mean, and it's like, you know, you've got pubs closing down because beer's so cheap in supermarkets. Yeah. Why go out and spend like £100 a night on going out for night when you can get 4 cans and have them in house and you're in, you know, what's your own home?
Yeah, and you don't get breathalyzed for going out, do you?
Well, that's it. That's it. You know, I mean, you ain't got to drive anywhere. You ain't got to get taxis because by the time you've sort of paid for a taxi to get there, paid for a taxi to get back, then there's your drink. Yeah. You know what I mean? It soon adds up. I mean, at least £100, if not more. Yeah,
well, it's like going to a football match, isn't it? You know, it costs you 60, 70 quid to go, you know, to a football match. By the time you've had your hot dog or burger or whatever, and the cost of the ticket and everything like that. Because I bet on Saturday when Sheffield United are hosting the European champions, I bet the ticket prices are that expensive.
Oh, I bet. Well, put it this way, Keith. Not last Saturday because it was international break, but the Saturday before when they played Southampton,
Yeah.
Chris bought tickets, and it were nearly 50 quid, and that were only for Southampton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Light and love, hiya. My name is Terry, and I hit the thumbs up as I walked in the door. How are you guys? We're very well, thank you.
Yeah.
Johnny says Mike needed plugging in low.
Yeah.
But
And you
yeah,
don't get
he says, well, that'll be, you know, he says that'll be my first and last home game. He says at them prices, he says, and that's only for Southampton.
Yeah, but you don't have to now because he's getting paid to look after the crowd, isn't he?
So I mean, they've got a shift on Wednesday night, but off, is it 4 till 10:30 or something like that?
Yeah.
And Thursday, but it's during the day Thursday, so Callum can't make it Thursday.
Well, what's on Thursday then?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Working, he's got college, hasn't he? He's got
No,
college.
I mean,
Playing
Well, it's clearing up what we could get done on
Wednesday. Yeah, they've got sort of, I think it's about 4 till 10, I think, or 4 till 10 Wednesday evening. But then we're in the UK, Light and Love.
I've already said that.
Oh, so yeah, but the shift on Thursday is like 10:30 in the morning. Well, Callum's at college Thursday, so Chris has already told him. He says, well, Callum will not be able to make Thursday because he's at college.
Yeah. Yeah, how's he enjoying? Has he made anything yet and fetched it out?
He made today. Bought anything.
Coleslaw and burgers.
Burgers and coleslaw.
But he ain't fetched anything home yet.
Hi, Happy Looks. How are you? Yeah, he ain't. The only time they can bring anything home is on a Wednesday. It's called grab and go.
Oh.
On a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, but he had a bit of a, what's it? He thinks he had a panic attack, but he went to the sheet and ended up going to the nurse. Probably if you come in again, Happy Looks, I will do. But at the moment, you know, I only want like people on that I know well, if you know what I mean.
Why, do you know me well? Go hell. Oh, I'm honoured. She knows me well.
Yeah, he tried to do a Freddy Krueger on his fingers. But yeah, same as I say, he ended up going to the nurse. I think they were a bit concerned about him. I'll get him to explain when he comes down, Keith.
Yeah, has he heard any more from that one who he was waiting outside the prom for? No.
I think he's cut all ties with her. Let's just say.
Yeah.
Because it's a funny thing because she fell out with somebody, but she wanted Callum to cause trouble for her on her behalf, and he's don't get involved, Callum. Just say, look, if you fell out with this person, that's your problem, not mine.
Yeah.
He says, okay, see ya.
How many we got in? 12 watching.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what, I feel for that.
Same as I say, I'm not being funny, Keith, but I've seen Happy Looks on thing, but I don't know the guy, so I'm a bit dubious of strangers coming on the panel, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. But it's your live stream, and you do all right on your own. You're very good on your own. I mean, you don't need people on your panel, do you?
Well, no, not really. And I says to Chris when we shut it down Friday night, and we were talking about what a good laugh what we'd had, and I says, I says, to be honest with you, I'm getting used to sort of doing it on my own, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. If you're going live on Friday and I see you on my phone, I might just. Can you join on your phone on StreamYards?
Yeah,
I think so. You just press on link, I think.
Yeah. Oh well, I might just do that then, and you'll see all the old ones, and I'll just go that one there. That's the one who wants the did it.
Vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny says I enjoy your live today. Well, you see, this is it, and when we shut it down, after we shut it down Friday night, Johnny, me and Chris sort of sat talking, how you unwind and everything, and we both said, well, that were a fantastic laugh. I've not laughed like that, or had cause to laugh like that in a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, and it's
we'll have to do that in the Spotlight show on Thursday then.
Yeah, something to say. I mean, if you want to do it on your channel, Keith, you're quite welcome to.
No, well, I mean, I'll do it first week, and then we'll do like Steve and Matt. 1 week on mine, 1 week on Chris's, and the next week on yours.
Yeah, well, same as I said. I mean, I wanted to do like specifically the ladies, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, then you pick which channels you want to show. Can you do that on StreamYards?
Can you what?
Can you show other people's channels on StreamYards? You can
share screen, I think, as well.
Yeah. So that's what you do.
Yeah, look, there's a thing here. I've gone on to StreamYards. It says share screen.
Yeah.
So there you go, look. Can you see it?
No, not yet. Because I'm on StreamYards, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, it's like sharing the screen. So, yeah, hang on a minute. It says StreamYard wants to share the contents of your screen. Choose what you would like to share. Let's have a look. There you go.
Oh, yeah. So you could then.
Yeah. So that is actually showing the chat on screen, but you can actually share whatever you want.
Yeah. Oh.
So that is actually on StreamYards, but it's you can it's Johnny says type. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Light Love says this is why I like the smaller live streams, the more personal. But you see that's the thing, a lot of people here in the chat are regulars, what I call regulars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some as I say, I don't know, I'll only invite people on that I know. So, it and you can like look, that's put a side by side, and you can, that's like a small, then you can do like that where you smaller than me, or there's like a different like setup, you know what I mean? You can choose what sort of setup you want, you know what I mean? Hiya, Tina.
Hiya, Tina. Oh, look who's just come in.
Hiya, Bella.
Hello there, gorgeous Bella.
Yeah, Tina did a happy birthday to me as well. She put a thing on her. We've got Man in Shed as well. We've got Ian Matthews.
Ian. Hello, Ian. Yeah. I've got you back, by the way, Johnny.
Angel's come back.
Oh, has he been away? Because he's always filling his face full of food, that Angel. I don't know why.
So we've got 14 watching.
Yeah, have I got Tina's channel? I'll have to check, won't I?
It's Tina and Tina's singing channel, Davis. Yeah, She did a lovely. She sang happy birthday to me.
Oh, I've just got her then. I've just.
Oh, Callum's coming down. Keith wants to know if nurse were fit. Keith wants to know if the nurse that treated you were fit.
And if so, ask her to give her a massage. She's got to make it back.
What's Bella saying? What are we talking about tonight? Well, Bella,
anything and everything. You missed good. After you went on Friday night, Bella, we were talking about the design of vaginas.
It says, was the nurse quite fit, Callum? Fitty. I don't know what you're on about.
The nurse, when you went to nurse, like when you had your funny turn.
You told me you went to nurse, didn't you?
Who gave you chocolate then?
It's not a nurse.
Who were it then?
Someone in catering.
Oh, it weren't. We get it wrong end at stick, Keith. It weren't nurse.
Fake news. Fake news. It's me,
Gordon Bennett.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to Google it, Bella, what a designer vagina was. I mean, because I asked Keith and he didn't know.
I didn't know.
I ended up. It was Keith's fault. He was the one that brought it up.
Don't blame me. It was that 87-year-old who I played dominoes with.
Yeah, it says that, but I bet it was Keith all time.
Yeah. Keith came in the chat and he says one of his bingo domino ladies were on about having a designer vagina and she's 88 years old. And
Bella wants to know what it is.
It's tightening it up. I was trying to think of, a simple way of explaining it. Like when you, like me, I've had 4 kids. It's,
it's a bit loose.
A posh woman's parts to get it going again. Yes, it's called vaginal rejuvenation, and it's supposedly to tighten it up a little bit. Like it says like a welly. But yes, I had to Google it because I didn't know. I hadn't got a Scooby-Doo what it were.
And nor had I.
Light and Love says that's going to be me in 40 more years.
I like that.
And I says, while we're on the live stream, and I says, it's quite expensive, let's put it that way. And I says, well, I'd sooner have a saggy one than pay like 500 quid, if you know what I mean. So you can put a foot in it. But yeah, I mean, it is quite expensive. And there's like a surgical option and a non-surgical option. So what the difference is, I don't know. I mean, this is just what I'm gathering through Googling it. That's all I know.
Did it show you any photographs when you?
No.
No. Oh.
Trust you to ask that, Keith.
Well, I haven't Googled it. I forget. I'll have to try Googling.
I'm laughing at what Chris has just put. Trust him to know. Can you see it, chat?
Yeah, but you can't go. Oh, I tell you,
to the doctors and ask for a family.
Well, who else do you go to ask the question like that?
Well, it's one of them things. It's purely cosmetic, Keith. So I should imagine you'd go to like one of these private clinics or not. I don't know.
Yeah. And it definitely won't be done on the NHS, will it?
I won't get one free. Oh, Bella's all right. She says she had C-sections with both of hers, so she's okay.
Oh,
well, I've had 4, Bella, and I've had all mine naturally, so I'm just saying.
I thought it was going to be a respectable stream tonight.
I know. And we were going on about us women had to put up with a lot. We have periods, we had to have childbirth, then we go through menopause and
yes, we had that conversation the other time. Men. But I finished up with women, men, aren't there?
Oh, this is it. You know. But
yeah, that was a good one.
So yeah, I bet Amjad wishes he hadn't gone now.
I know.
Yeah.
So now we all know what a designer vagina is. So now I've explained it.
Yeah, that's the end of the matter.
Yeah, so if you're rich, you can have it done, but if you're poor like us, you can't. You have to make the most of what you've got.
Only if you can get a designer. I would think so.
Yeah, Bella says God created women because he got it wrong with men.
Oh, I'll have to get an answer for that one, Bella.
Well, that's it. So as I say, men don't know that. We were talking about this Friday night, and I says, men don't know they're born. You know, we have periods till we're about 50. Then we have childbirth. Then we go through menopause, and then men don't have none of that. Johnny says, I'm sorted. Apparently, I'm as tight as a duck's arse. Oh, dear. But yeah, you know, I mean...
hooray! Chris has put a good comment in.
Men are always right. We just agree with the women. Like Love says, the pause.
Oh.
Yeah, the same as I said, you know. I mean, it's a known fact that if men had got to have kids, there wouldn't be many born, I tell you.
Oh, no, definitely. I agree on that.
You know, they don't know what pain is.
No, agreed. Yeah, agreed on that.
Happy wife, easy life. See, Johnny knows it. Let them think they write Jeanette, peaceful life. Oh dear. Well, Chris knows I'm always right. 16 years should do. Oh dear.
Yeah, right. Oh, well.
Well, we'll be celebrating his 17th wedding anniversary in June of next year.
We together, what, 19?
Yeah. 19 years this year together.
Is it?
I'm married 17 in June.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you're still putting up with him, Jeanette.
Yeah. I know I'd have been out for murder in less time. And that's what I always say. If I'd have killed him, I'd have been out before now. So yeah, we've been together 19 years in December, and next June on 21st we'll have been together, married 17 years.
Yeah, that's good. You know, not many people make that nowadays. The young ones.
Well, that's it. And same as I've always said to Chris, you know, there's so many young couples nowadays give up so easily, if you know what I mean. Yeah, there is extenuating circumstances in certain circumstances, yeah. But, you know, I mean, it's like when you take your marriage vows, you say, you know, in sickness, in health, in, you know, for better, for worse.
Yes, yeah.
For poorer. He says many times she's threatened to kill me, but now I'm safe. I'm not insured with a 48 grand life insurance. You don't know, I might secretly have you insured. So, but yeah, and I always say, Keith, marriage is like a partnership.
It is, isn't it?
You know, and it's same as I say, a lot of like actors and actresses and singers and whatever, they give up too easily when going gets a little bit tough. You know, they give up on the marriage so easily. Yeah, I know. You know, same as I say, there is sort of extenuating circumstances where, I mean, like my first marriage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, domestic abuse, you know what I mean? So, you know, but yeah, I mean, sort of them sort of circumstances, you know, you can understand. Like I did, I put up with, I give it a good crack at wit, but you know.
Yeah, you know when it's the right time to get out, you know, when you've got and you look how much of it goes on nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, okay then, Tina, and thank you very much.
Bye, Tina.
But yeah, you know, and I often say, you know, hiya, Richard, how are you?
Oh, Richard's in. Hiya.
You know,
I'm not drunk tonight, Richard. That's a Saturday night only. But Chris let us down on Saturday. I was here. I'd had 3 whiskey and dry gingers by 9 o'clock, and he didn't come on because he wasn't well.
No, Chris went very well on Saturday night. So as I say, I did the thumbnail and everything for him. I scheduled it and everything, and it went well at all Saturday night.
And it wasn't the beer.
No, it weren't the beer.
It was the beer from Friday night.
So yeah, I mean, if I could advise anybody, Keith, I mean, you hear so many nowadays. I think, well, both men and women murdering the spouses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my advice would be, you know, get out of it, get as far away as you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the problem is that because the law says that if you've got children involved, I don't know, when you get a domestic, a violent partner, they always seem to get where they can get access to the kids.
But this is the thing. I mean, I know somebody, and I'm going. Oh, thank you, Light and Love. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, bye, Light and Love.
Yeah, I go live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, same time, 9 o'clock. Yeah, so Bella says no man would hit me again unless they plan on carrying the parts around, and I agree with Bella. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. I've got a lot stronger.
Yeah,
you know, and I don't, you know, I don't put up with nothing nowadays. So you know, it's a case of, you know, it's like everything else. You grow a thick skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Bella. She says this evening time is working, Jeanette. I agree with you there, Bella.
Yeah, so you know, but I do miss not chatting to Bella. You know, I mean, she should be on the panel one. You know, shouldn't she?
Well, she will do when she's feeling a little bit better.
Yeah. And how's Baz nowadays? You know, I ain't seen him being in. Is he, Paulie, as well?
Oh, she says she's in bed.
Oh, every time I phone Gail up, she's always in bed. Never puts a light on either, you know. Oh, what I'm missing. Oh,
Chris,
yeah, Chris, yeah, I agree there. I want to see Bella in a rollers. Yeah, that's a good one.
But yeah, you know, I mean, same as me and Bella have both said. When I met Chris and when she met Baz, we hit the jackpot. You know what I mean? We've got loving husbands.
Yeah.
You know.
Slaves. You mean slaves? Chris, I want a coffee. Chris, I want a coffee. My mouth's getting a bit dry, she says.
Bella says Gail and me are always chatting from our beds.
Yeah, that's why I can never get her. When did I last speak to her? About 10, 11 days ago. And she found, Ginger phoned me up and I was out. I was driving, so I couldn't answer it. And she ain't answered me back. I said, sorry, I missed your call.
Well, that's it. I mean, the only thing I do in bed now, Keith, is go to sleep. We get in bed, we watch it like we'll be watching live stream. Well, a bit at live stream back tonight, but you know, 5 minutes and that's it. I'm gone with fairies. I am.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I always watch Steve's live stream on a Wednesday night or Mark's, whichever channel it's on, and I'm always usually in bed.
But it's the staying asleep. The problem. The problem. I can like. Hey, Tucker.
Oh, that's it. Oh no.
Yeah, I am Baz.
Hey, Baz.
You know, I'm all right. I get to sleep quick enough. It's just staying asleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I probably have a couple of hours and then I'm wide awake. You know, and same as I say, that's the problem. I mean, like I was gonna go back to bed this morning, and then I sort of, as you know, I got down on the sofa, and from the picture you can see that I fell asleep on the sofa. So
yeah, I think that was rotten of Chris to do that.
I says to him, I says, I'm going to kill you when you get back.
Yeah,
and then he phoned me, and I says, I'm not talking to you. I didn't even know he took that picture.
Yeah, well, you'll have to get him. You'll have to get him back. I
said that exactly same thing, Keith. I says, you wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sneak because what night were it? Friday night, after he'd had them beers Friday night, I hardly got a wink of sleep Friday night.
And guess what? I'm on my second now. I'm coming on to my third.
And I says to him when we went to bed Saturday night, I went, you know, if you weren't snoring like you were last night, I says, you know, if things go bumping night, I says, it could be you on floor. I ended up kicking him. He was snoring that bad Friday night.
Was it? Well, don't you kick him out to the other bedroom?
Well, I says to him when we went to bed Saturday night, I says, no snoring tonight. I says, because
oh my God, DJ.
Ian, how are you? I says, yeah, no snoring tonight. I says, either that. I says, or you go in its spare bedroom. Man was shot Saturday morning.
And how's Ian? Is Ian all right these days? I don't see much of him.
I mean, Chris has just said, no, we'll be lucky not to lose 4-0. I don't think it'll be that bad. I reckon.
Well, you know what I've said, 2-0. So, lads.
That's it.
Well, you've got a good defence, Chris, so I'm going to say 1-0.
1-0 win.
So have you booked through Thomas Cook then, Ian, or is your holiday safe? You know. Yeah, because I assumed. Where did you go, Ian? He hasn't been anywhere. He's been working.
Well, I think she means for holiday.
Oh, he's going to Florida in October. So yeah. Because same, I were only saying, you know, we're only saying to Chris this morning. I says I just hope that Ian ain't booked with Thomas Cook. You know what I mean? Because it's something that Sophie's always wanted to do. She's always wanted to go to Florida, and Ian's made it possible. And I says it'd be such a shame, you know, if he were booked through Thomas Cook, and obviously they've gone tits up. You know what I mean? You know, and I mean, Chris can tell you, you know, I just says I just hope Ian ain't booked with Thomas Cook. But like somebody that Chris used to work with, they were supposed to be going to Egypt in October, and they've lost their holiday.
Oh, hell, what a shame.
And they were supposed to be going to Egypt in October. Yes, booked via Thomas Cook, but third party. Oh, you mean the yeah, it says we booked via Thomas Cook, but a third party. We lost £600 on park tickets. Yeah. Well, at least you're still going, Ian. You know, yeah, I know it's a big loss, you know, the park tickets, but at least you're still going, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
At least you haven't lost everything, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a dicey business now, booking holidays in advance, isn't it?
You know, this is like, you know, should they be covered by this at all? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you do if you book through a travel agent, but if you book individually, you're not. But you're only
It says it's just Universal Studios we lost, but yeah, I agree 100%. In it could have been a lot worse. You know, same as I've just been saying, like this Paul that Chris used to work with. He's lost his. He were going to Egypt in October, and he's lost it altogether. He's lost everything. But it's gonna, you know, same as Ian says, it's going to be refunded between 2 to 6 months. It's going to, you know, take a while, you know, to get the money back.
Oh, Bella's going to make us a drink, Chris. What we on, the whiskey and dry gingers, or the whiskey and coke, or what?
Ian says he goes next Tuesday. I mean, you could have ended up having to go to Cleethorpes.
Chris, you enjoy Cleethorpes. What you talking about?
He says, Chris, that Keith dude's there. Well,
not for long, Ian. I'm 5 more weeks, and I'm in Agadir, Morocco.
So yeah, I mean, I'm sure Keith had booked you that room that we went in. It's got ensuite.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sweating.
I mean, if Pat's insurance was cheaper, we'd be going to the States, but because our insurance is £2,500, can't afford to go to the States anymore.
Well, this is it. I mean, it's yeah, I understand the fact that if people have got health problems, but they make it so expensive for you to go if you've got health problems that you can't afford to go, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, it's it. I mean, because me and Pat love the States. I mean, we've been that many times all over. So, I mean, but because our insurance now is like £2,500 for 2 weeks, you're talking about you could have 3-4 holidays for that.
I was going to say, for £2,500, you can have another holiday, can't you, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Gordon Bennett. Ian says it's been so hard today. I was on hold for 2 hours and 45. I bet everybody and the mother's been ringing up today.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it were like, it were a bit and ahhing yesterday. They wanted government to, you know, to rescue them and, you know, or somebody to rescue them, and then everything fell through.
Yeah, but I mean, they've been like that for the last 10 years, Thomas Cook.
Yeah. because they were also saying as well, I think it were on Facebook, that a lot of people like pay by direct debit. And if the bank should cover you because you've got the direct debit guarantee, if you understand that. They're basically saying that if you paid your holiday by a certain amount of money each month, like by direct debit, that leaves you safe because of the direct debit guarantee, if you know what I mean.
Because they lived above the means, Chris. They've been like that for 10 years, borrowing money, and to end up owing what, 1.6
million apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, say because Chris has just said, he says surely they knew about the money problems, and why still book people? Because they want to rake in as much as they can before they go bust.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. They want to rake in as much money as they can before they actually go into an administration. You know what I mean? And I think that's part and parcel of it. If they know they're having like 200 million in debt, why still take money off people when they know that they're going to go bust?
Because by taking the money, they're paying off those people. Because I mean, it takes 6 weeks before they pay the hotels, doesn't it? So the money they took like on Saturday or whenever will pay for those from 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, and Ian says when the CEO taking 30 million bonus, that's why. But that's all wrong. You know what I mean? It's like getting paid for doing a job and you're not actually doing the job, are you? Yeah,
but any CEO, that they're always getting big bonuses and they're on fantastic wages. Why do people need that amount of money to live on? That's what gets me. It's like these prima donna footballers who play the Premiership or whatever. How is it that they should be paid £250,000 a week?
Well, this is it. I mean, it's
kicking a ball. Now I could understand paying the top surgeon that type of money, but for kicking a ball for 90 minutes, all right, I know they train and they're physically in peak condition, but they should never be on that type of money.
But yeah, I mean, this is what makes me so mad, Keith. You've got nurses that are working 50 and 60 hours a week. You've got consultants, doctors. They're working themselves into the ground for a pittance compared to footballers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another stream and another subject, isn't it?
Hotels ain't always 6 weeks behind. My hotel and flights have been paid for already, hence why I'm still going. That's it. And Richard says they wanted bankrolling for the winter months. I wouldn't be surprised if they rise again under a different name. You don't know, do you?
No.
But I mean, it's like you've got the budget airlines like EasyJet, Ryanair, and others. They can't compete with the competition, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Because you've got Ryanair and EasyJet and whatever doing such low fares, such as British Airways and Thomas Cook and whatever. They can't compete with the low prices.
No.
So yeah. It's all right, he's making a coffee.
What, Chris is?
Yeah. He says she's cracking wit because when he go to little boy's room, I says, "Hey, making a coffee?" He says, "Well, I won't." He says, "But I can do." But yeah.
Yeah, so and there's me here gagging for a drink. Been on here for what, an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, Richard says just as long as Ryanair keep going till at least 22nd of October. That's when he goes to Spain.
Oh, he's going to Spain, is he, in October?
Well, I think he said Spain other night. Yeah, he says, well, Thomas Cook Condor is still going, but they ain't telling you that in the press. You know what I mean? You see, I mean, it's all right talking about people losing their holidays. There's 150,000 people stuck at wherever they are. You know what I mean? It's Gran Canaria. That's who I feel sorry for. It's them that's, the 150,000 people that are stuck out there and can't get back. Whoa!
Is that Chris? Hello there, Chris.
No, it's not to frighten anybody, that, isn't it?
I felt something on the back of my head. Well, this is no word of a lie. Other week, were it last week or were it week before?
Oh.
I sat here and Kate says, "No, I'm not kidding you or anything." She says, "But there's a great big spider behind her in the way." I look. Hi, Wakey. How are you?
Hey, Wakey's in. I have troubles with you.
Yeah, and now
last week.
Yeah, and he kept saying it wasn't me on Friday night. Oh dear. Baz says I'm off to Widowview. Does he mean window?
Windowview.
I don't know. I don't know what it means. But yeah.
Is it stormy?
Well, it's not here.
It's just chucking it down.
Yeah. Wake kept saying other night it weren't me. It weren't me.
Yeah.
No, and it was him. He was talking all about the Ann Summers and everything, wasn't he?
Well, that's it. And CCTV user, they were as bad as one another.
Yeah, where is he tonight?
That's what?
I wonder where he is, because he's
no idea. Ian says, anyway, I'm off because I've been up since 9 a.m. and only had 3 hours sleep last night. And he says, an happy birthday from me and Sophie again. Thank you very much, Ian. And
see you later.
Same as they say, at least you can sort of sleep easy tonight and know that, everything's sort of safe. You can sleep a little bit easier, let's just say.
Yeah. Bye, Ian, then. Hope to see you before you go on holidays.
Before you go, I'm going to do some live streamings while you're on holiday.
Oh, yeah. Look forward to Ian's live stream.
Yeah. Wakey says, suffering. Trekked up the Cow and Calf Rocks in Ilkley today. Knees are giving me... Yeah. I
get that when I walk to the shop.
He says, bye, and I won't sleep until I'm on that plane. Well, that's understandable, Ian, Yeah, I feel your pain, Wakey, because I've had hell of a problem with my knee today. He says possibly will do.
Good man.
So yeah, I mean, I don't usually use my canes in house, but same as I was saying earlier on, I have a problem with my left knee. It keeps popping out, and it's been, so just recently. But this morning I could hardly walk. So I've been having to get Chris to pull me up off the sofa when I've needed toilet. I've had to use my canes, to get there and back. And I don't usually use them in house. But I don't know whether it's this rain or with damp weather coming or not, Keith. I don't know.
It's the autumn time, yeah, because my knees are aching now. Wakey, behave yourself.
Canes in the arse or on the arse? In the house. Ow.
I bet that's Wakey again.
It is, Chris, yeah.
I could know that without even looking at chat.
Baz says he's trying spiced coconut and char grilled pineapple. Ooh. That's a bit of a funny combination, isn't it?
When you're doing that, Baz, let me know, because I'll be coming round.
I don't think he's making them. I think he's just trying them.
Oh, he's trying them.
It says, I couldn't help that one, just so easy. Oh dear. Well, you've been in that often, Wakey. You should know my my accent by now. So I don't talk all posh. I'll say it.
But you can do, Jeanette. You can talk posh.
I could if I wanted to, Keith, but it's too much effort.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh dear. I says to Keith, because he's same as I say, his mum bought me this plant pot with these blooming daffodil things. I says, no, in my look, I said it'd probably be dead in a week.
Yeah, Mrs.
Contains 5 daffodil bulbs, compost and ceramic planter.
Ooh.
And then, like, there were a box. It looks like a big burger, but you're supposed to crumble it up in bath, and it's like a bubble bath, but it's made of. Oh, you didn't see that, Bella? That's what Chris's mum bought me. It's a plant pot with some daffodil bulbs. Yeah, look. It's got compost and daffodil bulbs and everything in it. So, yeah. And then, what? Hang on. What are you laughing at?
Yeah, a box of bulbs, 60 watt, I think.
This is what he's bought me. And that's this tag that came with it. Happiness. And it's a 200 gram. It says bask in bath time cheer. Bright side bubble bar. Always look on the citrus side of life with tangerine, mandarin, and zesty bergamot. And then the other one, it's Avo bath bomb. Fresh, nourishing avocado feeds the skin. Uplifting lemongrass and bergamot feeds the soul. But that one, it looks like a burger when it's in box. And apparently you're supposed to break bits off it and crumble it in bath. So they don't look the best of things, but if the all natural how many are they're supposedly all natural ingredients, if you know what I mean. It says it looks like a pregnant. That's the thing that came with it. A box is down there somewhere, but they supposedly all there's no the all natural ingredients, if you know what I mean. So yeah, avocado and tangerine and mandarin and whatever. So, there's nothing sort of man-made about it. The all natural, all natural ingredients. Same as I say, the big one, the one that you're supposed to crumble up and pour in bath like a bubble bath, it looks like a giant burger. That's the only way I can describe it. And then this bath bomb, it's about that big. Chris says, can you imagine chucking that in bath? I said, it'd take forever to dissolve. Oh dear, you mean they dug it up from outside? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, so as I say, but yeah, I'm one that I like. You see, when Chris and Callum goes in the bath, they don't have nothing in at all. But I like my bubbles. Don't sit. Well, you see size on it, Bella. It's like a great big cannonball. It's about that big. So I says to Chris, can you imagine chucking that in bath? But this other one, you've got to like crumble a bit off it, and it's like I don't know, like a natural bubble bath, I think. The one with tangerine and nectar, the wow, or wherever it is. So you're supposed to, same as they say, it looks like a big burger, and you're supposed to break little bits of it off and run it under tap, and it's like a natural, like bubble bath. It says off on a day trip to Barnsley on Wednesday. That should be interesting. So yeah. I mean, funny thing is, Keith, as well. His mum bought me. They always buy me smelly stuff.
Yeah.
And I says I'm, you know, getting a trend here. Do they think I smell of something? You know what I mean? Because they bought me at Christmas, it's like got a bar of soap in it, and it's like glittery gold bubble bath, moisturizer, and something else. Okay then, Bella, you can get some rest.
Yeah, bye, Bella.
Yeah, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. But yeah, and I says I'm sensing a trend here. You know, they always buy me smelly stuff. So I says, you know, what do they think I smell of something? But that I ain't even opened that one.
Yeah, that's all people can think about. What, you know, it's always that in it.
Oh, I tell you something else. It's got a gold glittery lip gloss in as well. Hi, Craigs, how are you?
Craigs, hey.
Hey.
So yeah, you know, but it's a set. It's got moisturising cream, bubble bath, but it's all supposed to be sparkly goldy stuff. Yeah. Wakey says better than socks. Well, they never get one because they don't wear socks. But
have you been out with Steve, Kev, today at all?
Oh, did you see? It says birthday in 1K special.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
It's this footage of you, Chris and Steve, when you're on beach. So I said, because it says something about upcoming.
Yeah. It's about time he got round to doing some editing. He ain't done anything for months.
Not being out today.
And we'll have to get together again, Kev. I ain't seen you for a long time. Oh, well, I'm feeling a bit shattered now, so I'm gonna say good night because my eyes are getting heavy. So I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do a vlog tomorrow because I've had all the ingredients this weekend, and my plan was the vlog that I was going to do it for Sunday lunch, and it's a Cadbury's Buttons cheesecake.
Yeah.
That'd
be nice.
I was going to do it like so for his pudding after we'd had his dinner yesterday. And Chris says, well, you've made that cake. He says, we may as well have that. So we had cake for his dessert yesterday. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. Now I've got a new mixer.
There's Wakey saying, good night, Keith. See you, Keith, lad. Chris says, I ain't gone yet. I'm still here.
You get the feeling. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Keith, because Craig says it would be great to see you again. It's on about me mixer. I wondered what you're on about then. It means.
I'll translate.
It means. Richard's going as well. It means me mixer. Well, when you're an accomplished baker like me and you're using it all while.
Yeah, but not 3 in 4 weeks.
No, you've got to look after this one because he says if his drone went burnt out that many times, you wouldn't be buying him another drone, would you?
Well, no, but I mean, we're talking about 14.99, Keith.
Yeah, I know, but after watching that vlog this morning, that live stream, he said he wants the Mavic Pro Zoom now, you know, so he'd be selling that. He'd be selling that.
What he wants and what he gets is two different things.
Yeah, but he said he was he said he was going to the red light district and selling his body for a few nights.
What? 50p pop, and then they want 49p change.
Well, I won't say that myself, but I thought I'd let you do that.
It's only
It's
like 13,000.
I'm 1,300.
Oh, I'm going to say 13,000.
Oh, 30,000 drawn as well.
The second-hand one's going then.
So yeah, you'll be waiting a long while.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, he can look forward to that day when he gets that.
That bit land and never.
I was going to say when he's about 75.
Yeah. Anyway, I am going this time.
Okay,
So
thank you.
I'll speak to you probably on Wednesday on the live.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on anyway.
I've enjoyed it, you know, but I just wish that we'd been talking about Ann Summers or something like that, a bit more to my what I'm like.
Well,
okay, then.
Yeah.
See you, Chris. Ta-da then.
See you later.
Ta-da.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, Dennis is back.
Yeah,
Dennis for coming, so it's like, right, I'm going.
So yeah, Keith is getting a little bit tired.
It's his age, bless him.
So yeah. So I think they ought to come up here, don't you?
What?
Keith and Craigs and
Come up here again.
And Steve. Take them down Snake Pass.
Now I've got my big way.
Angel wants to come on. So yeah, I'll not be going on for much longer, Angel. I've been on like nearly 2 hours and I don't want to. Oh, you're going to watch on TV in bedroom, are you? We've been up since 7. So yeah, because Callum's had a full day at damn it, we can't talk about Keith now. So yeah, I mean, we're feeling a bit weary because some as I say, we've been up since 7. So I'll go on till about 11 and then I've been on 2 hours. I'm not going to go on 3 hours like I did other night. We got a bit carried away with yourself. So yeah, and hence that's the reason why I fell asleep on the sofa, because we'd been up since 7. I took some pain medication because of the pain in my knees. And obviously I fell asleep on the sofa.
Of course you can, he says.
Of course you can what? No. Same as I say, that this morning when Chris took that picture, it were like a cat nap. Because he says he didn't even sort of let me know we were going live, and he knew I were awake before he went out. And he says, I thought you'd have gone back to sleep. And I says, no. I says, I got up. I says, I washed pots and I forgot what else I did. And you know, I were quite busy actually after he'd gone. So yeah, we're sort of waning a little bit at the moment. Like a cat nap, or was a cat nap. So yeah, I mean, how long were you asleep? About 10 minutes, something like that.
Like that.
Yeah. So that's where I call a cat nap. If I fall asleep, it probably only be for about 10 minutes, and I didn't go back to sleep because Chris says, "Oh, I thought you'd go back to sleep," and I says, "No," I says, "You know, stuff to do. I washed pots and tidied up a little bit, and you know, once I'm awake, sort of thing. It's like at night. I mean, I can go to sleep, I can go to bed, sleep for a couple of hours, and then I'm wide awake. And that's the reason why a lot of the time I come down here. So, oh dear. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably go on till about 11, and you know, same as I say, I don't have trouble getting to sleep. It's the staying asleep that does me. You know, same as I say, I can sleep soundly for a couple of hours, and then I'm awake. I have to go out to use the toilet, and then I'm wide awake. Good lad, not as much as Jeanette, though. It's a good job, really. Oh, you've had enough editing, have you, Thomas? But I'm saying, I always tend to lie on my left side, but that's where the knee that's hurting me, the left knee. But then I start getting like pain in my hip and pain in that shoulder. And when I got up this morning, it was my other shoulder. So it was like that. That's the reason why I took the painkillers this morning. My knee were hurting me, my shoulder hurting me. And once I took them, sometimes, you know, they make in your hip. So yeah. So yeah, right. So yeah. But you see, that's why when I'm doing my baking vlogs and everything, I've got a chair in kitchen. When I wash pots, I have to sit down because I can't stand up for long periods of time. Oh yeah, because you said it. It's all right. Dark road from us, there's like a little Asda, and there's a lot of student accommodation. And same as Chris says, were it yesterday you went to Asda? And he says, Gordon Bennett, he says, you want to see it down there? He says, it's jam-packed out in that Asda. He says, I bet a lot of the students are moving into the accommodation. And obviously, because they're moving into the accommodation, they know that there's a little Asda down road, so they all go in to do the shopping. So yeah, so Chris said that, you know, he says, I bet any money, he says, a lot of the students are just moving into the accommodation, and obviously, you know, we're just moving in, they've gone to stock up on, you know, whatever, you know, the shopping and whatever. Yeah, it was rammed with students, all the guys eyeing the girls and vice versa. So yeah, you know, I mean, but that is the only supermarket that's sort of close by. And obviously, if they're moving into student accommodation, they haven't got to walk far, you know, unless you've got a car, you know, a lot of the students have to walk down to the Asda.
Well, for that.
Okay then, Wakey. See you later.
See you, Wakey.
So as I say, I'll not be going on too much longer. I'll probably go on till about 11, and then, you know, we'll be having an early night. Only for the fact that we're both absolutely cream crackered. I'm sweating like a pig. I know. So so yeah, you know, I mean, I'll probably go on till about 11, and then I've been on 2 hours. Sorry, it's not as interesting as it was Friday night, but you know, we've still had a good laugh, you know. So yeah. You see what Keith put? You should have taken in Kev's daughter, charged the rent, then you would have the Mavic Pro soon in no time.
1,300 a week.
No, Dennis. It says early. Hey, Chris, sounds like you're on a promise. To go to sleep. But yeah, same as I say, you see, like Monday to Thursday, Callum still has to get up at 7 o'clock because he has to be there for 9 o'clock, and he likes to go in bath and whatnot. Even though sort of Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, he's only there till lunchtime. So the only sort of day we get a lie in is Friday. So what's one of those, Dennis? So yeah, we still have to get up with him, make sure he's nearly 17, but the only problem with Callum is he messes about too much. He'd be late every morning if we sort of weren't there to keep him in check. So yeah, he still does his own breakfast. He makes coffees. But if you're sort of not on hand to say, Callum, ain't it about time you're going in bath? Or, he'd just sit watching telly or whatever, you know what I mean? We both get up to keep him in check, basically. Yeah, you've already washed pots, haven't you? So yeah, so we same as I say, we still get up with him. I mean, if Chris is asleep when alarm goes off, I'll leave him, and I'll get up with Callum. He's still waiting for your fry up in the morning. You might be waiting a while. He's only been there like just over a week, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's just one of them things. Same as we've said, if he were left to his own devices, he'd still be sat there at sort of 8, 8:15, and not be going in bath and and then he'd be rushing about to get down there and everything, to start at 9 o'clock. So we like to get up with him and keep him in check and make sure he, oh, that's the thing.
What?
His student things come through. I think we should all go round to Dennis for our breakfast. Yeah, the student, what do they call it?
Not a student loan, but
it's like, student support fund. That's it. It's come through, but it says it's an internal transfer, which means that he's got to take that form in with him, tick off, fill the form in, what size clothes he wants, and initials what in it wants on his knives, and size shoe that he takes, and basically they order for him. So sort of they don't, you see, we thought initially that we were going to get paid the money and we'd got to order, but according to the letter that came, I think Saturday, it says internal transfer. So that means they're going to transfer the money to his course, and then he's got to fill this form in, with all his sizes, size at trousers and size at top and size shoes and blah, blah, blah. So they are actually going to order it, but he's got to take that letter with him and the form and whatever to prove that, yeah, it's been released. So it's a case of, taking that letter in, taking the form all filled in tomorrow, and probably in about 9-10 days time he'll have his he'll have his chef's whites and everything and all his equipment that he needs. Dennis better have some HP, or is it bring your own bottle? That's good. And Chris only has HP brown sauce. You can't time on a promise. Glad somebody is, Dennis. Oh dear. That one's a good one. Right, guys, I'm going to shut this live stream down. I've been going on just over 2 hours. So I want to thank everybody that came in tonight, and we've had a right good laugh. She don't know yet. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. Keith coming on the panel, Dennis and Thomas and everybody for coming in, and I'll be back on Wednesday. So I'll see you all on Wednesday evening. You know, put it in your diary and don't forget, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.